As students already know, this is a year-long competition between the houses for the House Cup. However, what students may not know is how these scores are calculated and why they have these weird numbers and decimals. The House Cup competition basically uses the same scoring system as the Olympics, which is based off of proportional allocation of points.
Here's how that works in our competitions. We have three main types of events. First are 15-point events, like attendance events, such as football game or other smaller competitions like the mattress race or dodgeball and ultimate frisbee. Secondly, we have 30-point events. These are the service drives, such as Servathon or the Thanksgiving drive. Third are 60-point events, such as Quiz Bowl, Lip Sync Battle, Talent Show, and House Madness. These are the big events that are worth the most points. To see how the proportionally based Olympic scoring works, imagine your typical attendance event. Let's use a football game as an example. This event would be worth 15 points. Now, let's say 200 people come to the game. Teresa has 50 students, Colby has 40, Romero has 50, and Casey has 60. Proportionally, this means that Teresa has 25% of the students, Colby would have 20%, Romero has 25%, and Casey has 30. That is the percentage amount of the 15 points they will receive. Teresa, with their 25%, gets 3.75 points. Colby gets 3 points, and so on and so forth for the other houses. But here's the power of this type of scoring. Let's say Colby brought just one more student, so now we have 201 students. Everyone else still brought the same amount of students, but now Colby has 41. That one extra student just gave points to the Colby house because Romero's 50 students is a smaller percentage of 201 instead of 200. Instead of 3.75 points, they now receive 3.72 points. Colby 3.06, Teresa gets 3.72, and Casey receives 4.48. Every single house loses points except for Colby. This one student took each of those points the other houses lost and gave them to Colby, which now has 3.06. Over time, through different events and multiple students, all these points add up and determine where each house stands. This is why participation is so important. Each student matters, and that's the ultimate goal of the house competitions: participation.
But why use Olympic scoring? It sounds very complex. The answer is that it's the most fair. If a competition has a big winner, they get big points. And if it's close, the points are close. This scoring also allows for comebacks. If there was an attendance event where one house brought half the students, they would 7.5 points, would be massively important to the standings.
There are other small ways to earn points throughout the year, such as honor roll and detentions. Each house gets points for how many students they have on the honor roll. And for detentions, well, the less detentions your house has, the more points you earn.
Lastly, this score makes every point matter. Every attendance event, every student, and every donation has an impact on the scores. With this form of scoring, every single student matters. You matter, and your house needs you. So grab your friends and go to some games and do your best in the competitions. May the best house win.